This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, saving your day from boredom with the best podcasting entertainment.
Hello and welcome to episode 30 of Too Old to Game. I'm your fear-filled host, Dave Oster. I'm joined today by the original man-child himself, Ricky Widmer.
What's up, guys?
And unfortunately, Mark Webber not able to make it this week, but we will catch him next time. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, just released in North America. I know Japan's had it, but that's okay. We got it now. We're enjoying it, and we will give you our feedback. And then we're going to head on over to the wonderful land of Anthem, a game that I am overly hyped for, and I'm surely to be disappointed by. But
which we talked for about 40 minutes last week.
Not enough. Just not enough to get out all my feelings. So we're going to go back.
Dave's downloading the early access already. Can't wait to play it. You should be too.
This weekend. I'm not sure when this goes up, but this weekend.
Oh, this will be Friday.
Well, then perfect. It will be up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can play your early access to Anthem. But let's get into the meat and bones of this show. It's Kingdom Hearts 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the game we've waited for how many years? Like
it was
15,
2000. So 2002 was Kingdom Hearts 1. Yep. Kingdom Hearts 3 is now 2019. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 was 05.
Yeah, so it's been a long ass time.
Yeah, very long.
13
very,
years,
very,
15
very,
years,
very,
somewhere
very
in there.
long time. But there's been mini games.
Yeah, sure.
Like
you
for the
enjoy
Game Boy Advance that I never played.
Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Ricky, give me your overall thoughts, and we'll deep dive as we go.
So I have to say this first off, because there's going to be Kingdom Hearts fans that are, where are you coming at? I was a guy who, I played the first one.
Yeah.
I played the second one.
Yeah.
That's all I played. I didn't play Birth by Sleep. I didn't play 3D. I didn't play Recoded or Coded. I didn't go to Japan to play the coded mobile game.
Now, is that a lack of interest in the series or a lack of gaming style?
I didn't know they were going to be canon, Dave.
Ah.
The way, so, okay, first off, and this is pre-Kingdom Hearts 3.
Of course.
In my lifetime, how it has worked, Dave, is your main games, like the first one, PlayStation 2, second one, PlayStation 2. All right, the main ones are going to be on the PlayStation 2. I don't have to play this Game Boy Advance one. That's not going to be canon with what's going on over here because you got the trilogy over here, what we're hoping is the trilogy. These are just side games. They just want to make more money. No. They actually added stuff to the story. Like,
you sound so whiny.
So, for example, I am a little bit whiny because if they would have told me that it was going to be canon, I would have played it.
Oh.
I would have played it. But throughout my entire existence, the mini games, the little ones on like the portable advances and stuff, didn't matter. And the thing I will say, and I didn't want to start my first impressions off on a negative.
No, let's get it out there.
But I am going to start off with this.
Float it.
One thing I have a problem, I'm about 6 hours in.
Yeah.
6 hours. So like 5:55. So 6 hours in to the Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I feel like they're on an edge where it's like people like Aqua and Terra and Zentus, I think is his name. If you didn't play Birth by Sleep, you don't know who I'm talking about. You're like, Ricky, what are those names?
Yeah.
I've never heard them before. Like Aqua. They just expect you to know who she is and that she's lost in the darkness. But then they're going to explain like Xehanort and his entire backstory for you to catch you up on that. So it's like with me, it's a seesaw where I'm like, if you're going to do that and assume I didn't play the mobile games, go all into that. Or if you're going to assume I played them all or that I caught myself up, go all into that. Don't be in the middle here and there. But besides that, I'm having a good time. Game looks good. I went to, so the first world I did go to was the Toy Box, the Toy Story world.
Yeah.
Because I know how you said
it's my recommendation
that it was great.
Yep.
It looks beautiful. Like it's a Kingdom Hearts game. It's everything that I expect from Kingdom Hearts. The only two things that I'm not a huge fan of is the tutorial screens. There's a lot of them so far.
There are. Yeah, to start the game,
it's like
a bit rough
constant.
to get pushed through.
It's constant O button that I'm hitting.
Yeah.
And then number two, I've never liked this part of the game. So I mean, I get that there's people. I hate it. I can't steer the thing to save my life.
I've heard it's, and this is just personal opinion. I've heard it's gotten better. It now feels like there's something instead of a waste of time.
So if you're gonna dive into the gummy ship stuff, there is more stuff to do. Like. When I platinum it, there is stuff in the gummy ship that I'm going to have to do.
Yep.
There's just like my point of it, and this is the type of player that I am.
Yeah, of course.
Is, I mean, yet again, it's catch-22. Do you just want a loading screen?
Right.
Or do you want something to do? I feel like I'd be on the just give me a loading screen. Just give me that. Because, like, today when I went to the toy box, it's like, okay, I got to figure out these controls, which I hate already. Like, I'm going up this way. It's like, no, I just want to go straight. Just let me go easily straight.
A little unmanageable.
A little bit. I got to work both sticks to try to get it even. Like, one
tough.
right's with the camera, and then left is pointing your ship either up and down. But then you get close to the world, and it's like, oh, here's a mini boss. I don't want a mini boss before I get to the world. Like, that's not why I play Kingdom Hearts. I don't play Kingdom Hearts to be in a ship to where I get the whole, like, customizing your gummy is a huge thing if you're creative.
Yeah.
It's just not my style. I don't care about building a gummy from scratch and putting all these blocks together. I just want to go to these worlds, get these Keyblades, experience these worlds for what they are. So, I mean, yes, I'm being negative on that, but, I mean, if you like the gummy part of it, I'm not going to bash you for it. It's just not my forte of it. And I just feel like the start of the game, and this is with any Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah. It's slow at the beginning. It's a lot of, but it's like, it's a Square Enix, like, Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts game where you expect
going down.
Exactly. A lot of exposition. At least the good thing is they throw you in a world that you're going to be interested in. Yeah. It's not like they go, oh, here's Yen Sid. Oh, and by the way, here's Traverse Town. Right. Here's a town that you're like, give me that first world, where they at least give you one of those. I'm not going to say what. Right. I'm trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible.
That's fair.
But at least they throw you into something you're like, oh, I remember this. Yeah. And it's something you can kind of latch on to early.
All right. That's it.
That's a lot.
I say
it's a lot to unwrap.
You got a lot of opinions, Ricky. And you kept it fairly balanced. A little bit of what good, a little bit of bad. Let's talk about in-game play. Okay. Not the gummy ship part, but the actual. We're exploring a world. And you said the audio, fantastic. Everything you hope for.
So the only thing with the audio, that's a problem, and this is very small.
No, let's hear it.
Is when I got to the main menu, I was like, whoa, that's loud.
Oh, so it starts you off.
It's like jacked up to 10. When I streamed for the bit that I did, I had to jack it down to 5.
Yeah, I watched you. That was funny.
And then after I stopped the stream, I had to jack it down to 3 just in my normal. So like my Yeti 5 into my controller 3. So it's like just balancing because it's loud at the beginning. But like, no, the gameplay.
It's immersive.
The gameplay and everything is everything that I ask for. Like, the combat is exactly what I want from a Kingdom Hearts game. Like, this might be a little spoilery, but it's going to be nothing like story-wise. Yeah. But, for example, in the Toy Box world, the thing that I really like is that they added also, we'll get into this when we do, like, a full, like, spoiler review of it. Sure. They get into some, with me, you can link it to the Pixar theory, which is very cool. But the thing I like is they have these like mechs. Yeah. Which first off, I will say this isn't a spoiler. Don't get thrown off if you enter that world and think, why is there a commercial for a game here? Like, because I was very angry at first. Like, really? Why am I being pitched another game? And I'm like, oh, that's a game in their universe. Okay, now I get it. Yeah. So it's like it just went down where it's like, oh, I feel dumb for thinking that's a real game. But these mech toys where it's like you can jump in, and they have 3 of them. So like each of them has a different thing that you can jump in and jump out of. So I mean, it's cool. They're adapting things. They don't make you start all the way from 0. I mean, there is a 0 XP thing if you want to make it hard, but I mean, you don't have to start all the way from 0, and after completing that first world, you get a Keyblade. So it's not like you have to wait very long to get a Keyblade that's not the original one.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that they've done a good job from everything I've seen at making each world feel unique and giving it its own spin to kind of separate itself out gameplay-wise. I think the one thing that I really liked about it was they didn't try to evolve the game too much. they continued. The combat system is relatively the same. It just feels a little more polished, a little bit
know
smoother.
What works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a credit to them for not trying to reinvent the wheel in a game series that we've all waited for so long, because I feel like if they had done anything drastic in these changes, we'd be mad at them.
Exactly.
And it's like, that game was from my childhood. I want it the same way. I just want it shinier. I want better graphics, which, you know, they basically kept it at the same level of the remasters, you know, because of the art style. There's only so polished you can really get with that. But I thought it looks absolutely beautiful in a lot of these worlds, and it really showcases what they can do. The big thing for me when it comes down to it is the screen clutter of all of the, like, all the stuff going on at once during combat can get a little bit tough.
And
right?
especially if something's off screen, like, wait, where is that guy? Oh, he's up there. And
right.
You've got to, like, if you don't lock onto him as soon as you can, it might be easy. Like, there was one where there was a UFO, and I was like, where is he? Oh, he's all the way up there. I got to climb this thing to go get him.
Right. Camera is key in this game still, and that kind of takes me back again.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where early on in the Kingdom Hearts series, I was frustrated by camera limitations or the need for being constantly changing. But no, I think honestly, I'm good with just saying I've enjoyed the game up to this point. I think it's kind of hit on a lot of stuff that I wanted it to. I'm not, as a fan of Kingdom Hearts, I'm not disappointed in it. I know you're very early in the game, but where are you at? And then we'll dive deeper into spoilers.
So I like it.
Yeah.
It's hitting on all the stuff, like the basic stuff that I want.
Yep.
It's just the stuff that I'm negative on.
Yeah.
I'm just nitpicking. Like, it's those little nitpicky things. Like, the one thing that I thought of while playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a negative, and I'll use air quotes for the audio listeners, but it's not something that I'm going to bash the game on, is there is some of the voice acting to where it's like, it just doesn't seem fluid at times. Like, it seems very like, your line, your line, your line, your line, where there's no, like, sometimes there's like no connection. It's like deadpan line, deadpan line. But I think back and I go, it's always been like that. This isn't something new.
At least you have to read it.
Always been like, yes, you don't have to read it anymore. Like, there are some where in-game, like not cinematic, but like in-game, they'll have the bubble pop up. But yes, good thing we don't have to read as much, and we actually have the actual voices that are there.
I think that's fantastic, actually. It helps with immersion. I thought the one thing I was cracking up, one of the threads on Reddit was commenting about how ridiculous it was, like, I guess systematic almost. It would be like, go to a new world, portal opens up, you get insulted, and then like Donald makes like a snarky joke, and then rinse repeat, and you like laugh it off, and I'm like, okay, you're right, I have seen this about 6 times in a row now. Like, okay, I could do without the constant level of but outside of that, no, I think the big thing for me is as a fan of Kingdom Hearts, you will enjoy the game. If you haven't played a Kingdom Hearts game up to this point,
interesting.
Can someone entry level Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes.
Yes. And the reason why, like, so, okay, I'm going to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes, but there are only 3 storylines you absolutely need to know heading into this game. Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2. Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
But this is only 6 hours in. I could get later down the line and go, all right, you need that 3D game. All right, you need this. Because right now, the only characters like Xehanort, Mickey goes through his backstory in a cutscene, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, Aqua. Mickey references Aqua like you should know who she is. So Birth by Sleep is probably something that you should at least know who the main characters of that are.
Yeah.
And then you'll need to know 1 and 2 because you'll need to know like Riku, Sora, Kairi. You'll need to know the organization 13 members like Axel or Lee, whichever one they're going to call. Because there was one where Kairi's like, oh, Lee. And he goes, don't call me Lee, call me Axel. And I was like, that's kind of weird because that's an evil name. Lee's your actual name. So, I mean, there's stuff like that. But like as of right now,
I
feel like if I didn't watch a 2.5-hour video about the lore of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, there may be some shorter ones out there, but
it kept coming up with my suggested, oh, here's a 40-minute one, like 37-minute. And I was like, no, Dave gave me this one. This is the one I'm going to trust because it's been patented and it's been recommended by a trusted source that I know. I
thought it was pretty thorough.
I loved it. I loved the lore thing. It was just
the people giving you the lore.
Getting it to the... Well, not really just that. It's just the... I expected one thing, and I can't get mad at them because when we do podcasts, we do the same thing.
Yep.
And it's their personalities coming out.
Yep.
But with me, I feel like 1, 2, Birth by Sleep is the bare minimum you need to know heading into 3.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, though, and some Kingdom Hearts fan also could tell me I'm wrong. But 6 hours in, those are the only 3 that I've had to reach back to in my knowledge from that video.
Okay, so you're saying without playing any other games, but you should watch a video on the lore.
Yes.
Okay,
I would.
so we're asterisking that. So entry level, don't try to come into this blind. If you want to buy the game, go watch a lore video, then come into it. You will appreciate it a lot more.
It could be very simple as like one of those 10-minute timeline videos even.
I think you can get by with that. I don't want to make it seem like it's an insurmountable, build up before you get to play the game.
At the bare minimum, look at a character list.
Okay.
That's it. Because like
go
I said,
to Wiki.
like the Xehanort one, they map out and like it's one of those things where like I can't remember if I said this on the podcast. I know I said it to you before we recorded.
Right.
It's kind of a seesaw of like, either expect me to know everything coming in or expect me not to know everything coming in. Don't play like, well, we'll expect you to know this, but I don't expect you to know that. It's like that teacher that didn't tell you how to study for that test.
Yeah.
To where you're like, all right, what do I need to know heading into this and what do I not need to know heading into this? It would have been nice if they were like, we're going to pick away, which, to be honest, just assume nobody knew it and go that route.
Would have been nice. Might have been a little overkill, a little annoying for other players, though, for people who are hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans.
Exactly.
If you didn't give them the option to skip some shit.
But that's the thing. You can skip scenes.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's the thing. So, well done to that aspect, at least, Kingdom Hearts. I think you've prepped people pretty well for this game. Going into it, are there any spoilers you want to give out to describe your passion for the game?
Here's what I was going to ask you, and this is, of course, with Mark II. I was going to say, let's leave what we have here. This is kind of our first impressions.
Okay.
Let me finish the game. Let us finish the game. Yeah. And then we'll do like a full spoiler cast with everything.
Sounds great. I'm sure our fans will love to hear a full spoiler cast of Kingdom Hearts 3
because it's like, I don't want to give it in parts. Let's just do the whole thing after we finish the game.
Absolutely fine.
And after Mark watches the game.
I will. I'll say I'm watching the game anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, you're looking forward to anywhere from 50 to 70 hours to platinum.
I can't wait.
So, apparently the thing is, just a little bit is, without guides, it will take you somewhere around that upper end of 60 to 70 hours if you do the guides and everything, which I don't think you're that kind of guy early on.
Well, you could do it. From what I've read, you can do either two ways.
Yeah.
The guide that I've read kind of step by step.
Oh, so you've already read it.
Well, I've prepped myself for the platinum because like Red Dead, there were some missable trophies.
Absolutely.
So I didn't want to come in and be like, crap, I miss these trophies.
Yeah.
There's no missable trophies in the storyline. The one that I read was basically step 1, play the story.
Yep.
Any difficulty, just play it.
It's a nice thing about it. You don't have to play on the harder difficulties.
Exactly. The only thing that changes is with the lucky emblems to unlock the secret ending.
Yep. Which just released today.
If you play on the... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The kind of layover that they had with
the
that
delayed
that we
release.
talked about.
Yes.
If you play on the easiest, you have to collect all of them. If you play on, and this is the thing, nobody knows what the number is after this. If you play on the middle one, you don't have to find all of them. If you play on proud mode, you have to find even less than standard.
Right.
So, I mean, it helps you to play on the hardest one. I just picked the middle one because I didn't know
you
how
wanted
hard.
a challenge?
Well, I didn't know how hard proud was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I was like, can you change halfway through? I have not seen an option to where I can change right now, and I didn't want it to be like, great, this is hard, I have to start over.
I was going to say.
Or like hit a brick wall and be like, great, I have to start
Difficulty
over now.
so far? Are you
I
think
am
the middle
fine.
one is solid?
I am fine with it. Like there's
Is it challenging, or is it just like you're just kind of playing through without a problem?
I have had moments where it's like beep beep beep, but like I hit a cure, I hit a potion, and I'm fine.
A potion.
A potion. I said that weird.
I hit a potion.
But like I haven't died yet. I haven't hit that point, and that'll probably be later in the game because usually I forget to look at my health bar.
I'd say it's pretty easy though.
And die. But I mean, right now I haven't had too much of a problem.
Yeah.
And it hasn't seemed too difficult.
Okay.
I scratch that. I did die once.
Oh.
Because, and this is going back to the gummy.
Yep.
The thing I hate about the gummy is that, so I come out of Twilight Town, I think it is.
Yeah.
I want to go over this way to the toy box.
Uh-huh. But
would you assume that if you saw a green dot off in the distance, you would expect that's like, oh, I should go to the green dot, right?
perhaps.
No. What it is the green dot was over here because I have to go to both worlds anyways.
Uh-huh.
But I had to go over here to the flag that I did not even see.
Oh.
So I marked this one with a flag, that green one. So I was going to the wrong one and got killed by the boss that was guarding that world or whatever. It was so, I hate the gummy shit.
You made that pretty clear.
All of it. Like, just get rid of it and I would be happy with it. But I am on my own island on that one, I believe.
I don't think you're alone.
I'm not alone.
I think
There's a couple of us here, but there's another island over there, and we just
little more
shout
popular.
things back and forth at each other.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. That just about wraps up our thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3's release. We will be giving you our long, in-depth review at a later date when Ricky has time to finish, when I have time to finish, and if Mark decides to pick up the game.
Mark, if you're not going to play, just watch it.
Just watch it.
It's easy.
It's a pretty fun game. Pretty fun to follow.
Boomy will love it, trust me.
Boomy will love it. And hopefully Boomy will have a buddy.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for another pupper. I'm letting you know, like,
the
Mark,
Weber
you're watching
household gets another pup.
If you don't know, Mark hit us up with the like, oh, I think I might be getting another dog. I didn't have a choice in this matter, I think.
His wife had the choice.
Yeah. So I'm rooting for another pupper in that household, because why not? Dogs are great.
Hey, I got 3 of them.
Exactly. I'm jealous. I wish I could have a dog in my house, but not yet.
Your brother's got one, though.
Yeah, he does. He does. I go over and visit. He's a big fan
Yours
of mine.
not home enough. That's
I'm just
the thing.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not. But let's shift gears. And before we do that, I want to give a quick bit of housekeeping because I skipped at the beginning.
Go ahead.
If you could check us out on iTunes, I would really love that. If you can rate us and leave a review, it really does help a ton.
And I have a review to read, by the way, when I pull it up.
Ricky does have a review to read, so I will stall for time and tell you how much I really appreciate that. And it doesn't even matter because the camera turned off on me.
Yeah, he's got his. By the way, I'll go hit the camera in 2 seconds. This is the 3rd podcast he's going to be.
Oh my God.
He's going to be referenced on all of them because he rated all of them.
You're the man.
But Sung Hyun, I know I'm saying that wrong probably. I don't know who's right, Sean or I. But he said, good, 5 stars.
Yep.
Very informative podcast about games and everything related. Open mouth smiley.
Nice.
So now Too Old to Game has 2 5-star ratings.
I love it. We're off to such a good start, and I love that our community is kind of building up, man. It is absolutely fun to hear the feedback from fans. I love that we have commenters down below. We're getting weekly comments from the same people. It's great. So again, love it. Hit up iTunes if you have a chance.
The only thing I'm going to say about our community, don't mean to cut you off. This is a conversation for a later date on our end, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways.
Don't do it.
After we build up this community, it's the next community we got to build up if we want to do it, because we got to have that discussion. The streaming community.
We'll get that.
Because it was just me and Dragon.
I watched later though.
Dragon really knew
I saw him
the
in the
lore,
comments.
and I was like,
wow, this man is.
And that's the
lighting
thing.
it up.
That's another thing with streaming Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
I didn't want to cover anything on my fat head. So that's why I had to do...
And the bar.
I had to do the bar with me on the side because I didn't want to cover anything for me to see everything.
That's fair. But it's time for your weekly dose of Anthem. And I say
we
weekly
just pushed
dose.
WoW and Fortnite off the edge of the table.
I say weekly dose because it is
Anthem is
quickly
here.
becoming a growing addiction of mine.
We're just going to give weekly updates when we start playing.
I think we may become an Anthem channel.
So I'm
just gonna start talking Anthem
I gotta
on
beat Kingdom Hearts by the 22nd.
Yes.
Okay.
And you say the 22nd, because as we find out, as we've known, I guess, it's become much more clear as of the last couple of weeks. The release schedule for Kingdom Hearts, for Anthem is a little tricky. They're gating this community a little bit here. And Ricky, I'll let you read out because I see that you've got the map up. If you want to post the map on our video, be my guest or at least link it somewhere.
Yeah, I'll definitely link it down below. I'll see if I can put it in there. But how it is obviously this weekend starting today as you hear this podcast, February 1st, the demo access for everybody, PlayStation, Xbox One, PC.
Yep.
But then here's the thing. To play it February 15th, either PC, so whether you have Origin Access Basic or Origin Access Premier on the PC, you get to play it early. I should say that. If you have the standard pre-order or the Legion of Dawn pre-order, you don't get to play it on the 15th. Just the Origin Access. Or if on the Xbox One, you have EA Access, which to me, I'm going to get into that in 2 seconds.
But EA Access only grants you how long? Isn't it a 10-hour playthrough?
So, yes, 10 hours. That's right.
They gate you at 10 hours.
Wow. So really, I didn't even, speaking of that, if you have Origin Access Basic, you only have 10 hours as well.
See?
Only Origin Access Premier gets the full game on the 15th. Everybody else, PlayStation, Standard, Legion of Dawn, and then it even says Origin Access Premier, which why would you check off?
They're just saying you will have access at that time.
You'll have access on the 22nd. And
February 22nd.
To me, here's the thing. The PC thing I don't really like. Pick
a direction and go, because you got a lot of thoughts. I've
got 2 thoughts.
Yeah.
First off, if you're gonna make an early access, make it early access for everybody. Just make it the Origin Access Premier and the Origin Access Basic is PC, PlayStation, Xbox. If you have the Basic, you get 10 hours. If you have the Premier, you get everything. Boom. It's nice and simple because I get what they're doing. PC, Microsoft also owns Xbox. That's how Xbox gets pulled into it.
Yep.
I also don't like this for Xbox users. I don't like this EA Access thing because you're telling me I have to pay, like if you do EA Access and it's like you already have it, fine. That's great. It helps you. But I got to pay $5 for the month of February just to play this thing, 7 days, a week earlier than what it is? Like, if you're going to have that, just make it a base thing that everybody can get. Yeah. Why do we have to just segregate between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation?
I have one guess, sir, and that is because they are not sure about server loads. I think it's very much that first group of PC Premier people, you are the guinea pigs. You know, what we saw out of the beta or the VIP access from last weekend, I was hopeful. There were a lot of bugs and things, but again, it was a 6-week-old build at the time, so that would have meant it would be 10 weeks old by the time of launch. And we've already heard from people, and we'll get to this a little bit later, that the game is much more polished than what we experienced during the VIP demo.
Yeah.
My concern is that first group on PC is going to be a little bit rough.
You're talking on the 15th.
On the 15th. They're going to need that 1 week of time.
We're going to hear horror stories, is what you're saying.
I don't know about horror stories. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
It took me hours to get into my Anthem.
I think that there will be some bugs that they will be working on in that first week. And they know that if they go live with everything at once, it's not going to be easy for them to manage multiple system releases at the same day. So I think for them, it's strategic. They're trying to avoid the worst possible outcome, which is to have millions of people trying to log in at once on multiple platforms, all experiencing potentially different issues, and trying to fight all those fires at once.
Then I'm going to combat that with this, because that's a good point. Like, you don't want everyone to flood everything at once. I'm going to throw this into it then. Why not just make it where, and I get why they're doing it, because like I said, Microsoft owns Xbox.
They're buddy. Yep.
But why not just make it all right? PC gets it on the 15th, consoles on the 22nd. Then me as a gamer consumer would be like, okay, that's pretty standard. Usually PC sometimes gets it a week, but like it comes.
They
to
usually
PC
get it
first.
later for standard
Vice versa,
console
too.
releases.
Like, it's standard though. Like, okay, do you want to give it to the PCs first? That's fine. All the the only thing. Otherwise, does it really hurt them to say, all right, if you're on a console, Xbox or PlayStation, the EA access for both of them, like PlayStation, Xbox, you both
Xbox
get
is just a desktop. I'll say it. It's just Windows. They are one. They are merging. That's all it's becoming. And I think that not a bad thing or a good thing. It just is what I see. It's they're doing crossplay, which is awesome. They're making them a little bit similar. So I think that, we're getting to that point where, I'm always the guy who's like, I want to be a PlayStation guy because my friends are on there. But also like the exclusives, the IPs from Sony kind of outweigh it. But you can see the benefits coming from Microsoft's side between having Xbox and PC so aligned. So as a PS4 player, I'm annoyed. I want the game, and I want at the same time everybody else gets it, because I feel like it's unfair to me. I feel like I'm being persecuted for something that I have no control over.
Exactly. And also, like, the thing that, like, and I'm sitting there going with the 22nd, because I'll be honest, I feel like I have to get it on the 22nd, because Dave's really going to want to play it. Yeah. I don't know how fast Dave's going to burn out.
You can't miss the burnout rate.
Well, exactly. But also, I don't want to be a guinea pig. And just because you say they need that week, I don't think they fix all the problems in a week. I still feel like on the 22nd, there's going to be issues to where, do I really want to spend my time being a guinea pig for a game and just let it kind of work itself out before coming in? Because I have no attachment to this like I did with WoW, where Burning Crusade came out. I will sit there for 3 hours because I'm taking off school tomorrow because I am playing this game.
Give me that loading screen.
As I see that number go from like 150 to 149 to 130, like, and you're getting closer to being that next one into this full server.
The queue 150. How long had you been waiting at that point? Because I remember sitting in queue in the thousands.
Exactly.
In the thousands to the 10,000s at that point.
Might have fast forwarded things.
Old school WoW. I mean, I remember staring at like loading screens. I remember zones not loading in around me while I'm waiting.
On a loon, though, I mean, come on, a full server day was just a typical Tuesday.
It was. We used to be a decent server.
After those updates went earlier in the day, good luck trying to get in on a Tuesday.
God, no. Raid nights were terrible. But yeah, I digress. As far as the concerns of release for this game, yes, there might be some issues with getting everybody on the servers and some stability questions, but I don't believe that there's going to be as many bugs as you perhaps think, because...
Well, I just mean server stuff is what I'm talking about. I
understand. I'm just saying... because of the news that we've seen come out in the past couple of days, several articles reporting, as well as this one YouTuber that I follow, or that now I'm following, Dantix. He was invited over to play the full version of the game in Japan, and he was able to kind of confirm and kind of quell some of the fears that we had after the VIP access, seeing that, there was the loading screen bug, there was graphical bugs, there was... bunch of frame rate drops. There were issues with controls because they did not work well, like for mouse and keyboard. The list goes on, and he's like, no, it was a different game. Going from playing the full game that they have basically ready for release date on February 15th to what he had to play in the VIP demo, he's like, no, I would tell you it's almost a different game, because that's how much better it plays on that most up-to-date version. So that gives me a lot of hope. And he does go into a lot of detail, and I do recommend that after watching this, you go over and check out his videos if you're curious about the difference between Anthem, VIP access, early beta, and what the game will look like when it comes out. But that gives me the hope to say that, I get the questions around the delayed release.
I don't have to be nervous because I love this game
But
already.
I don't have to be nervous because I want to just be fucking Iron Man. Like, you're like, I don't have the emotional attachment. I'm like, really? Because you don't want to be Iron Man?
Well,
I want to be Iron Man.
You've played it already.
And you can play it
when
this is live.
I will. Like, I will this weekend.
Rick's like, lay off my fucking back, kid.
But I
got Kingdom Hearts 3.
But that's the thing. I haven't yet.
Yeah.
You have the attachment because you played the
I played
demo where that you couldn't talk about.
I played the NDA version, the alpha.
You couldn't play. You couldn't talk about it. All you could say is that you played.
I played the
alpha.
game. Yep.
It's exactly like I tell you the story. Kind of funny who I watch. Andy Cortez did the same thing you did, and he just came on one of the podcasts and she's like, "I just want to tell you, I played Anthem." And just walked away.
Yeah,
like, that's all.
And you can tell how happy he was. And that was and it was a garbage or a worse version. I shouldn't say garbage. It was a badly performing version.
And he was saying it to make others jealous.
Yes,
like, I played Anthem.
And you should.
Andy, is that all you can tell us? Yeah,
I played Anthem. Yeah. I'm waiting for your response because you're kind of the make it or break it guy. I fall in love with games like once a month. You know this. I fall in love with games. There's so we don't need to go down this route. We don't need to go down this route, man.
Dave, WoW was the big one because I went in on it and I'm like, Dave, we're going all in on it. And then I was like, where's my buddy?
Where's my buddy?
You went off and raided without me.
You were slow.
I wasn't that slow. I got to max. Did I get to max level? I don't even remember.
You were slow.
Did I get to max level? I don't even think I got to max. Did I? Yes, I did because I started doing those heroics. So I did get to max level. God, I totally forgot I got the max level.
I got my second character to max level with you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
I wasn't a leveling machine, but I like to go through the level. I get this. Dave goes all hardcore. Ricky just casual goes through the game.
I will watch hours of information about a game before I start the game. That's the kind of person I am. I am the old school min-maxer.
You just got to show me a cool trailer. Like it, I'll buy it.
Yeah, and that's what you'll see. You'll get to play the cool trailers. And that's the one thing I will give Anthem credit for right now is the open access. How bold of a move is this? For a game to say, it's free for everybody. Go ahead and give it a whirl this weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. You're just killing time before the big game. I know there's not a lot of crossover between nerds and gaming.
And then halftime when you watch Halftime Heat.
But Halftime Heat as well. Repping the WWE over here. We're not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor us, we'll always listen.
Vince, I'm looking at you.
Yep, looking at you, Vince. Probably H, though. Probably Trips.
Trips. Well, Trips for the NXT part.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's going to be the man, but not the man.
Yeah. You got to ask Daddy for permission.
God, that was such a good promo. I forgot where we're at now.
Leaning through the ropes, the early access, how ballsy it is.
Yeah. EA.
Ballsy like Dean Ambrose leaning through those ropes.
Potentially being released. Yeah.
No, I love it, though, because it basically gives the person like me that's kind of like...
I've been burned before.
Exactly. I've been burned before. Like the last one, I know we had a comment that was like all DCs or DLCs, all DLCs are going to be free for it.
Yeah.
As I compared it to Destiny, because that was the worst article to read a headline for, is that it's going to be compared to Destiny. Because my first thought was like, no.
But you imagined the worst of Destiny.
I did. I imagined what burned me.
Not the things that they actually did right or well.
It was a fairly good game. I'll give them that.
Yep.
Like, it's not as bad. I just was burnt. But like with this, it gives me the access to say, hey, here it is. I'm going to get to play it. I'll probably fall in love with it, and I'll get it on the 22nd.
Hit up Sean. Let him know about the...
Yeah, not Sean Anderson.
The other Sean.
Family friend Sean.
Yep. Hit him up. Let him know that he should download it tonight.
By the way, quit playing that Diablo game you guys play. We're going to go play some Anthem.
We're going to be some Iron Mans.
Because isn't it Squads of 4?
It's Squads of 4,
Squads of 4 is perfect. Him, his girlfriend, you and I just balling out being Iron Mans.
One man is significant other, another man is significant other.
Date night.
Oh, man.
Hashtag date night.
Gonna get roasted for that. But yeah, no, I am genuinely excited. And just hearing them talk about the fact that a lot of the things you're worried about, we fixed. The mouse keyboard controls are completely different than what they came into with. The sensitivity levels. The only thing that I've heard is still wonky is the underwater. Flying through water is still shit. We got to make that better somehow. But outside of that, I think that I'm really happy with what I'm hearing, and I'm hopeful that what I play this weekend is everything I expect out of it, because the build diversity is really what intrigues me. The different styles of play between the 4 javelins, and the ability to like combo them together and build it out. So I'm super hyped for this weekend. I hope you are. I hope all of you are. Do you have any final thoughts on the Anthem?
I think we
release
hit
schedule, the early access open everybody. Anything else?
I gave and I get people are gonna say, "Well, Ricky, you're a PlayStation guy. That's why you're upset with this."
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
I mean, if
I don't want to spend another $60 on this game because I almost want to.
If it was Xbox,
Like, I'll play on PC. I'll play on
let's
PS4.
say it was EA access for PlayStation and not Xbox.
Yeah.
I will say this: I would have the same mindset.
I appreciate the honesty.
It should be everybody. It shouldn't be just one section of this left out.
Yeah.
Because then it's like the hardcores are still going to buy it, but there might be that subsection of people that are like, you know what? I'll just buy the like for PlayStation. I get there's probably a difference between them, but like for me, I'll just buy the standard.
Yeah.
There's no real reason for me to get the Legion of Dawn pre-order. Because if all DLCs are going to be free anyways, like why should I get the Legion of Dawn pre-order compared
Doesn't
to the
it come
standard?
with what's in there? I'm gonna make people look up. I'm asking you what's in there.
No, I didn't look it up.
Wow.
I just saw that there's two different ones for the Legion of Dawn and then the standard version.
Pre-order special edition gives you Unleash Your Power. Thanks.
Pulling up the EA page.
I know. Their website source is still garbage.
Legion of Doom. So you'll get the
Dawn. Legion of Dawn.
Legion of Dawn. So in a world left unfinished. See, but I don't even know if this is the same thing for the regular ones. Give me an Amazon page.
Legion of Dawn edition content. You get a armor pack and legendary weapon. Fully customized exosuits plus legendary weapon. All in the theme of Legion of Dawn, precursor faction of freelancers. Ranger Javelin exosuit legendary gear attachment. And digital soundtrack.
So standard edition.
Oh, with the pre-order bonus includes VIP access to the demos, obviously.
Yeah.
And the founder player's banner.
So standard edition, basically, if I'm on PlayStation. Like, I get it if you love the loot part, like you're gonna get it. But for me,
I might pay up for it.
For me, that I checked on Amazon and they were sold out of it. So
really?
So you know. Unless they change that.
Dang.
Because they were sold out.
Dang.
Because I looked into it because I was like, oh, it's the Legion of Dawn. It probably has some cool stuff to it. But after hearing that, with me, I'll just probably get the standard edition. It'll be cheaper.
Yep. Fair enough. But
yeah, that's my thoughts.
I appreciate that. And I will kick it to you guys. I want to know what your thoughts are on this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for watching, so much for listening. And we will catch you next time.